A thread by Carlos Osuida. How utterly lame are the Republican voters against Trump? This lame. President Trump says she was fired for cause, and her lies are jaw-dropping in their stupidity. From YouTube, top Pence staffer on COVID-19 speaks out against Trump, endorses Biden. Here are the lies. Trump doesn't care about anyone but himself. Trump thinks his supporters are disgusting. This goon is playing to people who are already insane. Effective political ads are plausible. Compare that to Trump's ad. From YouTube, Joe's teleprompter. Link in the thread. Don't miss this ad. It's Joe really being demented and struggling and obviously using a teleprompter where no teleprompter should ever be allowed. We see Biden struggling. Trump's ad is effective. We not only don't see Trump behaving as if he cares about nobody but himself, we see Trump breaking his back for the entire country. And we certainly don't see any signs of Trump thinking his supporters are disgusting. Here's yet another ineffective ad that tries to be slick with the woman's alleged Christian faith. The ad assumes that Christians are morons, and the ad repeats a lie that we all know is a lie. New ad on YouTube. Elizabeth Newman comes out for Biden. The former Assistant Secretary for Threat Prevention in Trump's Department of Homeland Security says that the U.S. is less safe. I said earlier that the Democrats and the press created a fake Trump and were shocked when the voters went for the real Trump. These Republican voters against Trump RVAT 2020 ads show a truly breathtaking level of contempt for Republican voters. It's clear that the group sees Trump voters as inexplicable savages who must be addressed in a form of pidgin. But all the talking points are radically leftist, so the ads are neither fish nor fowl. They have zero chance of changing anybody's vote one way or another. The ads are yet more self-destruction. They energize Trump supporters. They strengthen our resolve to give back to the man who's given us so much. All he's doing is helping us, and for that, he's vilified on every possible level. Watch the ads. Not one of these people is convincing. Not one. You know why? Because Trump's opposition is incapable of normality. Let's look at the former or even current leftists who support Trump. They're normal. Take Dr. Karlin Borisenko and her associates. She's normal. Too many of you are already ready to fight everybody, so you don't like her style. But like her or not, she's normal. She expresses herself in a genuine, unrehearsed way. Link in the description to Dr. Karlin's video, I Watched Cuties. That's all that matters. Is this a real person? Yes, obviously. What turns me right off is mannered people, stilted weirdos. I've always had an immediate gut repulsion. Now, some people are real a-holes. Fine. No need to listen to them. I'm speaking in a very narrow sense. Is this person faking and lying and trying to hoodwink me by adopting a creepy persona that they think will make me swoon? Most BLM Harridans are real. Most Antifa psychos are real. I'm not referring to them. People know full well that the person in front of them is a freak, but they say what the listener wants to hear, so the listener pretends that the freak is normal and convincing. Tons of people hate Joe Rogan. Why? He's the greatest interviewer I've ever come across. He's a seeker. The reason he became so huge is that his passion is listening to things he didn't know. And he's not afraid to say, I don't understand. Comedians are a culture. I'm not part of that culture. But Rogan is part of my culture, the seekers. Our culture is the realm of ideas. As far as I can tell, Rogan isn't threatened by any idea. Can you possibly appreciate the brain power, strength, and self-awareness that requires? I don't know anything about him as a person. His personal life is his business. I don't know anything about Dr. Borisenko as a person. She occasionally touches on her complex spiritual belief system, but again, that's her business. It doesn't threaten me because it's her life. The word offend is strange. I don't know exactly what it means. The dictionary definition I'm using is to transgress, to cause difficulty, to discomfort or injury, to cause dislike, anger, or vexation, to cause a person or group to feel hurt, angry, or upset by something said or done. Well, I'm never offended, I guess. Crimes anger or disgust me, but they don't offend me. California disgusts me, which is why I'm leaving, but I can be far more offensive than anybody. I've done it on occasion. When people try too hard to be outrageous and edgy, they become pudknockers who need to be put in their place. But radical leftist psychos don't offend me. I can see all the Trump anvils waiting over their heads. They could say whatever they want. I'm old enough to remember when political opponents had actual debates. Social media has encouraged leftists to be really, really stupid. They've driven away every single demographic they need to win. What the hell kind of strategy is that? My brother found an undeveloped roll of film from 1989. I was still overseas, so I wasn't there. The photos are astonishing. He decided to not cut his hair for 2 years, so it was over 2 feet long. He wore checkered lumberjack shirts at the time and had a massive Viking beard. All of his hair was bright red. His girlfriend was demonically possessed, which shows in her smile, and my perpetually sullen sister-in-law weighed 500 pounds. My brother was stunned that this was his normality at the time. The photos looked like they were taken in an asylum in Yugoslavia. At the time, I thought I'd met my soulmate, who was actually a Ted Bundy level game player. My own normality was worse than my brother's. My psychiatrist explained. I'd asked him to hit me as hard as he could using his professional judgment. He said everything I thought was normal was off the charts abnormal. But he also said this: he'd never met anyone so determined to live and find out how to do so. I have chronic nightmares of being lost in unfamiliar cities at night, usually in the rain. I'm trying to find my way home. In the dreams, I always realize that home is hundreds of miles away and I'm going to have to walk. I know I'm never going to make it, but I always start off. Those are great dreams, the psychiatrist said. How in the name of blank are they great dreams? I demanded. Because you never give up. Despite knowing that you won't make it, you try anyway. And I've never met anyone who absolutely refuses to give up under any circumstances. And that is why I cherish normality, humanity. Trump is real. His enemies are unreal. They hate a man who doesn't even exist. We can see that. That makes us normal. We are fine. We're a team, Trump and us. And we've already won.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.